Alright, hello everybody, my name is Chandler. I am the main one who runs MSFWAR.com. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a new feature. It's a little more in-depth than any of the other features we added, so I'm going to give a video walkthrough. There's also a text tutorial as well. This feature is called Crucible Planner. You'll notice it right here in the menu under Crucible Counters. This released earlier today, June 18th, 2026. So if you go in here, you'll notice this new page. There's a lot going on, so we'll walk through it together. Right here's a text tutorial. I'm not going to go through this with you. If you need a little refresher of everything that I said, this kind of gives you a quick rundown. Alright, so the idea of this is when you are planning to take in your teams for Cosmic Crucible, this just helps you kind of keep track of which teams you have available and which teams you want to take against which. So it's pretty straightforward. Right here on each of these we have a search defense team. If it's a standard defense team, we can just plug it in. A Cursed Azazel pulls up this team already, and then with this it'll pull up our counters in here. So I have a couple settings on that you may or may not have available yet. Some of these are beta only. For example, this this power level I think is only in beta. This shows the power of my team. So 10.4 million new mutants, 6.8 million Quasar Blade, Lady Deathstrike, etc. Here's the punch up info. With these, eventually it'll tell you kind of whether or not, okay, so actually I think if I put in this defense power and I choose this now, so yeah, it'll tell me like I could take new mutants, but it's risky because they need a little bit bigger of a punch down to go against this. But as of right now, that's really the only option we have, so we might throw sack before we throw new mutants in there. But yeah, then that's our first room planned. We're going to go to our second room. We'll go Phoenix Force and let's see, Phoenix Force, Black Panther Shuri, and Hank Pym. In here again we can put in the defense power. You can be more specific. You can be like 8.7 million, and then in here choose counter. So this should automatically do the math with the power of your team. So to be able to have this, one, I think you have to be in beta. I'll be releasing this soon for everyone, but second of all, you also have to log into your account so that the website has your specific roster stats. So let's see, I'm going to take in my Insidious 6 team, so I should be able to beat them with that. Third team, let's see, Thunderbolts. Let's see they're in there for some reason. Let's see, again, so let's do this. So for this team, we'll come across something different. So the Thunderbolt team that came up is the standard one, but you also have Lady Bullseye who could be swapped in here. So if we took out Taskmaster, when you take out a character, it'll pop up this option, and then you can add in the fifth character. So that'll add in there, and then you put in your defense power. We'll say there 9.2 mil. Choose counter. So Thunderbolt, I'm just definitely not going to win that one. Right now it says risky, but that's definitely just not going to do it. So for now, we're going to keep it clear, just so if we can use Thunderbolt somewhere else, we'll know that. So what this does is every character that's on New Mutants, if any of those characters are on a counter for any of these other rooms, that counter is removed as an option because those characters have been used. Same for this team, Green Goblin, Classic, Vulture. If Vulture is in any other team, for example, that team is removed as an option for a counter. So if I choose Thunderbolts here, and one of these other three teams has Thunderbolts as a counter, as a better counter, then I've lost that option. So I'm going to leave this blank for now. We'll go here. We'll do a manual team on this one. So this is assuming you like search a team like let's say Black Order. We don't have Black Order because that's just not been used forever, so we don't have a counter for that. So what we'll do is we'll manually input them. So we'll go Thanos, regular, we'll go Ebony Maw, Cold Obsidian, oh, what's the other two? Back order is approximately midnight, and we'll just throw in someone else because I can't think of the last person. We'll throw in Emma Frost. So now when you hit choose counter, there's not going to be a counter because we don't have this team. So when you hit this little box called insufficient data will come up. So this allows you to feed us information. So when you face this team, you put in the defense power. So we're facing this. It's going to be like 7.3 million. Even if you put 7.3 enter, it'll add that million. It'll assume million. You can handle thousands. I know most people are not facing teams in the thousands or the 100,000s, but it can handle that as well if you put that in there. So essentially what you would do here is you would take your counter. So if for some reason you had new mutants left, well, we've already done new mutants, so we can't take them. Theoretically, this is not going to stop you from doing that, but yeah, so we'll take Daring Warriors. That would beat that team for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay. And we'll say our Daring Warriors were 10 mil. And then you can add notes here. So if you say that this team won, it'll send this. I'm just going to send this to my Discord. So this will send it straight to my Discord so I can start updating these different counters that you guys submit. So all you have to do is put in that information, hit win, and then yeah, it's sent to Discord. So we can go to the next team. And of course, the idea of this is none of these battles have been fought yet. So you wouldn't have put in that win yet, but just for the sake of you seeing that. Next team, we'll go Vigilante, because I can't think of any other teams. We'll choose a counter, we'll go Starjammer, and then we'll face Starjammer here. We'll go Starjammer Nova here. And then, let's see. We'll go Accursed with Azazel here against them. I didn't put in the defense, so it didn't tell me whether or not that's going to be a good to go or not. So if we go 12 million, it's saying that's risky, but it's really our only option unless we sack, just because my Accursed are so small. But we'll stick with that. We'll say that they're 11 million here. So this is also risky because my Starjammers are also super small. 11 million is pretty generous for Vigilantes too, though. So I could go Omen here. I'll swap it to Omen. Super easy swap. So now I can go back to this one, which I have not filled out yet. I can go Thunderbolt. With that, I could do that. Or I can also say I want to try a different team. Same kind of box as this insufficient data, but you can just choose to manually put this information in if you want to share that with us of a team that you're trying out. So if you want to do like the Blastar Kahori comp, you could do that there. I thought I had a team going up against that. So also, if you notice here, it says 5 counters hidden as underpowered. We can change that here. Again, I think this is still, just a beta view. Exclude underpowered counters. If I turn that off, all of these counters are in here. So I can go, we'll say Starjammer, or so this is probably my best bet here. Blastar, Thunderstrike, Old Man Logan. So now I couldn't technically do Blastar Kahori comp here because I've already used Blastar. But any other comp I wanted to put here, I could do that. But yeah, essentially after this, you've got your plan for what you're going to do. We'll take a team that definitely will not win. But yeah, we'll put them in there. This is not. So yeah, there's that note. And then now what we can do is we can go into game and we can fight these fights. So now you have an idea of what teams you have available before you go in and start just making your guesses and hoping that you don't accidentally use a team that you should have used somewhere else. So yeah, New Mutants. Curse is pretty solid defense, so they're probably, of all these options, probably best here. So yeah, we can go ahead and fight this fight in game, assuming we win, or however many tries it takes. Like we said, we might have to do a sack with how small our team is and needing that punch down, which even that, it says it's 20% punch down, but that could be smaller. We just need more testing on that one. But yeah, here you can have, you can add teams that you use. So let's say I used Vigilante here as my sack. When I do that, now if I were to go here, cancel, if I, well, Vigilante is not a counter to Thunderbolt, but if they were, if Vigilante was a counter to Thunderbolts, it would then disappear from here because I added it as an additional team used. So yeah, if you have a room that you're saving for last, that you're not too worried about, that you think you'll have counters for, you can go ahead and do all the other rooms and then finish this one last after adding all your other information and see what you have left over as an option. So yeah, like Starjammer, I'm not using them anywhere else, so I'm going to use them here even though it's a risky punch up. But yeah, so each of these, once you clear them, just hit that green mark for your own sake, just so you see what you've done, and then yeah, pops up that option to add any other additional teams. But other than that, that's the basic system here. If you do have a team that is not in our system, but it's pretty close, so like Vigilante minus Electra, and we add Emma Frost, that's, I don't think we have a team, so yeah, insufficient data. But I feel like, I think if just a regular Vigilante counter could work here, just Emma Frost isn't going to bring that much to the team. So I could say, okay, I could use one of these teams. So I'll take in Omen still. So I'll do Omen here. Whatever my team was, 10 million. And then any notes I have. And then I can record that win or loss. Since this is a new team we don't have, that it gives us that data. But also, this up here allows you to make your own decisions when it comes to teams that are similar but not perfectly matching what we have in our database. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can join our Discord. You can reach out to me. This is one that I've been really excited about. It's been really fun to work on and get figured out. Right here, you can just clear all the rooms, get ready for the next Crucible. If you come in during U32, well, I'll have to make sure that works. Oh, there it does. It just went a little crazy on me. But yeah, U32 will have just 3 rooms, so you can work with that. It'll also switch. When you set your My Defense Crucible, you have the option to set your standard Crucible and U32 defense teams. So that'll swap which defense teams it is pulling from as well. So you make sure you have all your possible counters. But yeah. Thanks for watching, and I hope this is helpful to you guys. I hope you find it fun. I've enjoyed it a lot, just playing around with it and practicing. But we'll see you guys around in the next few updates.